Find out how farms and the government are partnering to help improve the quality of life in Louisville. And take an encore look at the presentation of the 2011 Freedom Award, next on Metro Edition. Hi everyone, this is Metro Edition. I'm Matt Schuster. There's a new food initiative that's helping to improve both the economy and the health of our residents at the same time. Here's a look at Metro government's Food to Table initiative.
We need food to survive, but instead of eating simple, healthy meals, we started to add preservatives, corn syrup, and ketchup to food. And now, kids don't even know what a pineapple is or where it grows.
I would ask the students if they knew what it was, and the most common reply I got is that's where SpongeBob lives.
Raise your hand if you have ever had a fresh tomato like this one before.
These kids at Watterson Trail Elementary actually like to eat their veggies, mostly thanks to a program the school has put in place of preparing a fruit or vegetable snack for each child 3 times a week.
This is a great way to expose them to new fruits and vegetables that they may not have tried at home.
My favorite fruits and vegetables are strawberries, blackberries, kiwis, apples, grapes.
I was really excited about trying foods that I never tried before, and I turned out liking them.
Were you surprised about that?
Yes.
The only way to know if you like something is to try something new.
Today they're serving tomatoes. Some kids just look at them, but many others dig right in.
They're juicier and it makes you get muscles. And they're healthy for you.
The school joined the program again this year, along with 13 other JCPS schools, in an effort to challenge kids to eat more healthy meals.
The kids are just excited. They want to feel it, they want to taste it, and some of them like it and some of them don't. We do kind of talk about what a tomato is, what it looks like, where it's grown, where other places in the world people eat these types of things, what kind of things you can do with it. So there is a 10 to 15-minute educational piece that goes with each one that we do.
When food comes from far away, items are picked before they're ripe, and they lose a lot of natural flavor. This year, JCPS is trying to incorporate as many local fruits and vegetables as possible.
They were really good. I like them.
Students do need to know where food comes from, and we have several farmers who've agreed to come and talk to the students, or we're going to go and take pictures of farmers so that students see a farmer in the field of tomatoes or see farmers picking apples so that they can make that connection, and it supports our local economy.
Hi, this is Sarah.
Sarah Fritschner is helping JCPS and local restaurants to coordinate that effort, linking local farmers and new customers, making the process efficient and more affordable.
In Louisville, we spend $3 billion on food. That could be at school lunch, restaurants, the Kroger. We want more of that food to include food from Kentucky, food that's grown in Kentucky, made into products in Kentucky. We want to help Kentucky farmers.
This farm-to-table project is largely funded through tobacco settlement dollars, aimed at turning former tobacco farms into food producers.
It's not money, it's the guarantee. It's something they've done, their fathers did, their grandfathers did. Do you go organic? Do you go farmer's market? Do you grow corn? We try to show them there's a market, and we try and get the market there for them.
They need their attention. There we are.
Patrick and Lita Kennedy turned in their steady paycheck about 20 years ago and now operate a 100-acre natural beef and dairy farm in Taylorsville, on land that was once used to grow and dry tobacco.
When I bought this place back in '90, it was just a beef, cattle, and tobacco operation. We had to transition out of tobacco. We knew it was, for us, not a sustainable model to keep the business going. We had eggs, we did soap, we started going to farmers markets, and we started getting a little return on our money, and people were interested in what we were doing.
In fact, they started Cloverdale Creamery, their raw milk cheese dairy, in 2010 with the help of Sarah Fritschner.
Sarah's been a great help for us as far as feedback and information and encouragement as well on the cheese production. I've had her do some tastings of the product, give me some feedback, let us know where we need to make improvements.
They're just getting the dairy off the ground. but hopeful for what it'll bring.
This is the double Gloucester. Right now we're making 3 varieties, and we need to get up to about 5 or 6 varieties.
Right now, they run a kind of cooperative farm where they house these Owen County Swiss cows, and in exchange, they get help taking care of them and milk to produce their cheese.
We had our recipes down for our cheese making. We had a number of Jersey cows, but didn't have quite enough volume of milk. The young men here had a dairy, but we're running out of room, and it's been a good fit so far.
The Kennedys hire locally as much as possible.
We try to make connections, try to build networks with people. My wife and I, we can only do so much. So we find out what we're good at and try to get other people in places where they're comfortable doing things they want to do.
Like this Kentucky-based feed company. Every month, the Kennedys spend thousands of dollars to feed their cows. And they've built comfortable new shelters using local contractors and workers too.
It's both a housing facility and a feeding facility for the animals. They're in perfect comfort here. They get to stay on their compost bedding. They're not on concrete. They have access to the pasture. They can go out and do what they want to do, just be cows.
Local restaurants like Patrick O'Shea's on Main Street downtown are seeing the advantages of using local products.
It's all in season, it's fresh, and it's the best there is available. People can tell, they react to it. It's kind of cool. And they're usually really interested in like, where are you getting all your stuff? Where is all this stuff? And you know, just to be able to tell them from up the road, I think it's awesome.
They've added a Stone Cross Farms pork burger to their menu that's developed some loyal fans.
And he came in every Wednesday night and just loved it, loved it, loved it. It's his favorite thing, and yes, he tattooed it on himself.
Right now, Sarah Fritschner is busy connecting institutions and producers and restaurants, but she hopes that one day the local food system will be able to sustain itself.
I would hope that the marketplace will take over once everyone realizes how great local food can be, once farmers get comfortable with the systems, once the systems exist.
Weighs out to be about $2.75.
By having more fresh and local foods in the marketplace, more people will have access to them. They'll be affordable and help support not just the farmers, but many related businesses throughout Kentucky.
Why can't we produce our own food in Kentucky? We did it 100 years ago. Why can't we do it now?
Theoretically, it can be better tasting and more nutritious. If something produce, for instance, is better tasting, we're likely to eat more of it. If we eat more of it, we'll be healthier.
And everyone will know the sweet taste of a fresh Kentucky tomato.
In honor of Dr. Martin Luther King, the City of Louisville presents the Freedom Award to a person who has dedicated their life to promoting freedom, racial equality, nonviolence, and civic activism. Since 1987, the award recipients have included a distinguished list of Louisville residents. Here's an encore look at the presentation of this year's Freedom Award.
But even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream.
So walk together, children, don't you get weary. Walk together, children, don't you get weary. Walk together, children, don't you get weary. There's a great camp meeting in the promised land.
I'm very, very pleased to announce that the 2011 Freedom Award goes to Charlie Johnson.
Charlie's the first entrepreneur to receive this award. There's been many great community leaders to receive it, but Charlie's the first business guy, created over thousands of jobs for the community. So it was nice. I'm trying to be the entrepreneurial mayor for the entrepreneurial city, so I wanted to give this award to a great deserving entrepreneur.
One of the things that we like to do is make sure that we support that community, and someone like Charlie Johnson, it's easy to recognize all that he's done, all his activism, all of his generosity. You have a lot of people that talk about support, you know, but again, when you see someone like Charlie Johnson who actually does what he says, and that's what I think really counts. My grandmother used to say, talk is cheap, it takes money to buy land, and I think Charlie puts his money where a lot of people, only their mouth is.
It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal.
From a distance, when you look at it, it's just a neutral color of gray. But up close, you see that these are all individual threads, and they're all intertwined. So it's sort of supposed to represent that kind of unity and diversity all in one.
Love your neighbor as yourself. If we could just get ourselves, don't look at color, don't look at the things the barriers that's there. If we could just show some love to one another, a kind word, a pick-me-up, a hand up, a point to the way to go, showing somebody something and not keeping it to yourself. If we in this community live by that creed, by the Master's Creed, we would have a light, this city would be a light set on a hill that the world will see.
We're gonna walk, yes, we're gonna walk, we're gonna talk, yes, we're gonna talk, we're gonna shout, yes, we're gonna shout, we're gonna see, yes, we're gonna see, we're gonna walk, we're gonna talk, we're gonna shout, we're gonna see, we're gonna walk, talk, shout, sing, hallelujah. Yes, we're gonna walk, we're gonna talk, yes, we're gonna talk, we're gonna shout, yes, we're gonna shout, we're gonna see, yes, we're gonna see, we're gonna walk, we're gonna talk, we're gonna shout, we're gonna see, we're gonna walk, talk, shout, sing, hallelujah.
Free at last, thank God Almighty, we are free at last. I've been, successful, and I've gotten a lot of awards, been in President's Company, but that's all outside of Louisville. So to get this in Louisville really meant a lot to me, and it would just mean so much.
That's all for this Metro Edition. Thanks so much for joining us. Remember, stay connected to your city, your life, and your Louisville right here on the national award-winning Metro TV. Until next time, I'm Matt Schuster. Make it a great day.
Metro TV, a public service of Louisville Metro government.